Namaste and welcome back to Waking Up with Mindful Serenity, and we're going to continue answering questions from the jar, hopefully within a 10-minute time frame. Without delaying, I'm going to reach back here and grab one of my questions. Let's hope it's a goodie today, because some of them are a little challenging to answer. I'm going to read it quickly before I take my breath. It is important to accept and appreciate one's present circumstances. Is it important to accept and appreciate one's present circumstances, even if they are very challenging or unwholesome? Good question. Is it important to accept and appreciate one's present circumstances, even if they are very challenging or unwholesome? Wow, take a deep breath. And I'm going to exhale. So this amazing question that I got, thank you very much, is about accepting challenges. Not only accepting challenges, appreciating challenges. And let's look at the word challenge. What do we mean by challenge? Anything that makes this life less comfortable for the human that we are. So anything that makes this existence less comfortable or makes our survival risky is a challenge. Okay? So think of challenge in that way. And they asked, is it important to accept and appreciate the challenge, even if, let me just say, present circumstances, I guess. Accepting one's present circumstances, what's happening right now in our lives, even if they are challenging, even if they make it uncomfortable for this human, and if they are unwholesome. And what does unwholesome mean? And unwholesome is a term often used by the Buddhist philosophy to indicate that it's not beneficial to the greater good. It's not serving the greater good. It's not making our evolution from unconsciousness to consciousness better. So it's holding us back. And these circumstances, if they're unwholesome, are probably things maybe we ourselves are partaking in activities that are not serving the greater good. We ourselves or those around us are partaking in activities or avoiding activities that could benefit the soul. So that's what I think of when I think of unwholesome. If our major priority in life is to advance at the soul level, and we are partaking in activities that keep us unconscious longer, or we're surrounded in environments that are unconscious, that increases the challenge that these present circumstances we are having put us through, right? So considering that present circumstance might be challenging, might be uncomfortable to the human being, the body, the mind, whatever, or it might be unwholesome, meaning that it's not encouraging our soul development or growth. Is it important that we accept and appreciate those circumstances anyway and make the most of them? So that's a big question, because I think a present circumstance, regardless of what is happening around us right here and right now, simply is. It is what it is. And wherever we are in our evolving process, whether we're completely unconscious or we're having moments of awakening and thinking, oh my gosh, look at me, that's me over there doing this, and I'm observing it and I don't like it, or whatever, or this is life doing this and I don't like it, I'm recognizing in myself that I don't like it. In those rare moments, for most of us they are rare, moments of awakening, we can see the circumstance for what it is, and we can maybe make judgments at that point whether it is challenging or whether it is wholesome for the benefit of the greater being within us, the self within us. And of course, if I benefit the greater being within me, I'm benefiting humanity because it's all one. So, is it important to accept those circumstances even though they are unwholesome? I would say absolutely yes, because you can't change it anyway. It is what it is, right? At this point in time, you can't change it. In the future, you can change it. You can start taking steps towards making the future different. You can make steps towards, doing whatever you can so that tomorrow is better than today. But what is right here and right now simply is. And what made it is what happened in the past, if you want to make that linear connection, which we try to stay away from when we get more advanced in our thinking. But for now, and most of us are still in the duality thinking. We're going to think that yesterday influenced what happened today. I cannot, never, when something happened, I can't go back and change it. It happened. It's done. Okay, it's done. But we spend so much of our emotional energy resisting the fact that it happened. Saying, oh my God, I shouldn't have done that. Why did I do that? Da 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 da. Or why did they do that? Or why did that happen? And it happened and it's done. But so much of our energy, which is meant for this higher good, which is meant to make us feel Satchitananda, that, joy and bliss and love, but what happens is we take that energy and we put it on those little what ifs. What can I do? Focusing on something we have no power to change. And that is not wholesome. And that is going to keep us stuck, right? So should we accept the present circumstances? Yes, regardless of what is happening. Accept it. Even if you're in the middle of being abused right now, someone is attacking you physically. You need to accept the fact that this is happening in order for you to do something about it. So accepting this moment exactly what it is so, so important. Appreciate it. Should we appreciate it? Should we actually be thankful for it? And yes, I believe we should be, even though it's going to sound oxymoronish to say, okay, I should be thankful for just getting this person that's punching me in the head. But the idea is to say, every challenge, every unwholesome act we take part in, or someone else around, or observing that someone else taking part in, can be a catalyst for change. It can be a teacher in itself. It can show us what is happening. It is going to show us how we are reacting and responding to what is happening. It can show us our resistance to the what isness of life. And if we notice that resistance, oh my God, if we're saying, oh no, bad, wrong, shouldn't be, to any circumstance that occurs in front of us, we know we're still in resistant mode. And if we're still resisting, we are not accepting, we are not seated in the moment as it is, right? We're up here in our head, not having the felt experience of life. We're having the mental experience of life, which keeps us up here and keeps us judging and analyzing and interpreting instead of simply living. So yes, regardless of how challenging your life is, regardless of how unwholesome your own behaviors are, or the behaviors of someone else might be, or what appears to be unwholesome life events that are occurring around you, accept this moment for what it is. Appreciate exactly what is happening right here and right now. Even though it's unpleasant, even though it's downright painful, even though it seems so wrong, so unfair, like it shouldn't be, remove those descriptors and those judgments and just see it objectively for what it is. This is what is happening. Okay? Now, when we're experiencing these unwholesome and challenging life events, it's also a good opportunity to look at and review how we're reacting to them. Are we reacting? In the sense, are we resisting, pushing away, grasping, just trying to distract from, run from, avoid, condemn, judge, criticize, resist life for what it is? Or are we responding to it, saying, the ability to respond? Are we looking at that circumstances and saying, okay, can I learn from this? Can I see what is happening both outside me and inside me? Notice it, experience it. Notice what's getting triggered on the inside when this thing is happening. Noticing where I need to do work on the inside, because it's all an internal game. It's not about changing life events. It's about changing our inner response to things so that we're responding rather than reacting with resistance. And so this thing that we're approaching that seems so challenging and so unwholesome is a way to it's a doorway for us to look inside ourselves and say, what's happening in here that I can change? Because the only thing we have power to change, basically, is our own inner worlds. But that is an awful lot of power. That is an awful lot, of power that we have to be able to do that. So once we do that and we recognize what's blocking or what's creating triggers or whatever, we learn to live with the challenges, live with the unwholesome events. Not that we're going to stay there, not that we're going to stay in these situations physically or mentally, not that we're just going to allow the bad, people to unleash their own unconsciousness on us without protecting ourselves. This is our one life. We're here to protect it and guard it. But we can learn where we're at now, learn what we can do about it, learn that it's an inner game and we have to go in here and fix what's in here first, and then we can make the necessary changes to improve the physical life that we're living. But this person says it's important to accept and appreciate our present circumstances, even if they are very challenging or unwholesome. And I say yes, definitely. Accept first, learn to appreciate. Now these are learning things that are going to take some time and practice, because we are in a habitual mindset where we're automatically struggling against anything that's challenging, right? This is bad, wrong, shouldn't be, and we're going to do whatever we can to either push it away. And then we're, to counter that, we're going to grasp for the things that are pleasant and whatever to fill us in and to stop these things inside us from being triggered. But in all reality, yes, you need to accept. And then you learn to appreciate life for giving you whatever life gives you, regardless. Because life, this is your experience of life. Life is experiencing itself through you. And it wants all these multitude of experiences and these 8.5 billion human beings on this planet and all the numerous other beings on this planet. But your being, this thing that you call you, is just one little wave on an ocean. That the ocean gets to experience this wave, doing what this wave does. What this wave encounters, be it challenging or unwholesome. Or smooth and easy and wholesome. But what is it like to experience life as this wave, with its ups and downs and all arounds? It's life experiencing itself. You are life experiencing itself in this body and mind that you call me. But you're life experiencing itself. So yes, the experiences are wonderful. It's just the mind that judges them as bad, wrong, and shouldn't be, challenging or unwholesome. Everything is a learning opportunity, and you get to experience it. And that's why you should accept it and appreciate it. That doesn't mean, though, that you stay in circumstances that are preventing you from growing internally and healing internally, and that are a threat to your physical body or your mental health. But in the big scheme of things, yes. Accept and appreciate the present moment for exactly what it is, regardless if it's wholesome, unwholesome, challenging, or smooth. Accept and appreciate what is right here and right now. And then if you have to make physical changes, you can make them. Well, that is all I have to say about that. I hope that makes at least a little bit of a sense. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaste.